Guys, so today we're going to talk about tropes and the difference between a trope and a cliche. From in the dictionary, when you look up tropes, you get a definition of a figurative or metaphorical use of a word or expression. A cliche, when you look it up, is a phrase or an opinion that is overused and betrays a lack of original thought. A trope is not a cliche. Let's get that up right now. Tropes are not cliches. And people keep saying that tropes are cliched. But I don't think that tropes are overused, because how else do you tell a story than without a trope? And everybody wants to harp on the, oh, well, the chosen one trope is overused and vampires are overdone. And look, there is a big market for vampire stories. There's a big market for chosen one stories. If you feel that that is the story that you need to tell, then that's the story that you tell. Tropes are how we tell the story. It's our framework. You start off with, oh, you have this kid who is all of a sudden given this quest because there's a prophecy about them, and you take your story from there. For a while, people were over the chosen one thing because of Harry Potter and Star Wars, and it kind of rubbed people the wrong way. But if done correctly, tropes are still very, very valid. I know that a lot of people like to say that that you don't have to do a trope, or you can write, but I struggle to write a story without a trope in it, and I struggle to describe stories without tropes in them, because tropes tend to help you compare one story to another. And when you query agents for traditional publishing, they want to know what your story is like what other story your particular book compares to. And so the problem that you'll have a lot of writers run into is that they've decided they're going to make their story so original and so in its own section that, oh, I can't find any comps that compare to my story. Well, no, you can, but you have to get it out of your mindset that your story doesn't have tropes in it, and that your story doesn't have like elements like other books do. There are no original ideas. Every idea has been done. It's how you write the idea that is what makes it special. And that's where tropes come in, and where tropes are important, because you are taking the trope and making it your own. You're telling your own story. You're telling it how you would want to read it. It has nothing to do with someone else's story, or this trope has been overdone. Look, if someone tells you a trope has been overdone, they're not your target audience. They're not the person who's going to read your story, and they're not the person that you need to worry about. Write what you want to write. Tropes are okay, and they're not cliched.